This is Chippy from CarryPad.com on the 14th of October. We have the Galaxy Tab with us here today, and we're going to be doing an unboxing in this video. But first I want to say thanks to Tech Depot, who reached out to us yesterday when we were looking for ways to get hold of the Samsung Galaxy Tab, because it's been released in Germany. So this is one of the first retail versions that's in Europe. Actually, it hasn't released in England yet, or America, or many other places. You might have seen previews, prototypes. We had hands-on in IFA. This is the retail. We're going to do an unboxing thanks to Tech Depot tonight on carrypad.com/live. That's the 14th of October, 2100 Berlin time. We're going to do a live open review session, which means you can come along. We'll put the cameras on the Galaxy Tab. We'll spend a couple of hours going over the device in detail with you guys on a chat session in the background, asking questions if you need to, trying to do as many tests as we can, trying to get down to the nitty-gritty of the Galaxy Tab, whether it's worth the money. And well, you probably know from the news that's been out there already, the Galaxy Tab is quite an exciting device. There's a lot of people excited about it, and it could be one of the more important tablets of 2011. iPad is still in the lead, we think, but let's check the Galaxy Tab out right now to see how close it's getting. So let's unbox the Galaxy Tab now, and I probably don't need to tell many of you the details, because this has had a lot of airtime on not only the tablets and mobile computing websites, but also on websites in general, and it's just been reported on since it was launched at IFA in Germany back in September. That's last month. So we're looking at a tablet here. Wow, that's a small packaging. I was expecting something a bit bigger than that. 7-inch, 1024x600 capacitive multi-touch screen device. It's quite an expensive device, and yet it's quite a full and complete device in terms of the features that are in it. For example, full voice capability, full Google Marketplace, 2 cameras, stereo speakers, there's a docking port, and also some good video playback capability as well. So this is not just a cheap knockoff, iPad knockoff. This is something fairly unique. So let's just break the seal here. Clearly this is brand new retail packaging. Give you a quick look around the packaging first. It's actually very nice, very thick cardboard packaging. Giving you some details on the specs there. 3G DivX certified, so that's good. And of course this is running on a Cortex A8. It's the SPC, Samsung SPC 5. Here we go. Okay, straight into the Galaxy Tab. No waiting around there. There it is. 7 inches, 1024x600 is the resolution there. And of course, you'll immediately see it's much smaller than the iPad. It actually fits into one hand very nicely. There it goes. So this is actually going to make it really nice for ebook reading. At 450 grams, I think. I'll have to check the specs on that. 380, my mistake, so it's even under 400 grams, which is about half the weight of the iPad. Of course, it will go into landscape mode as well. But let's take the plastic off the back and the front, give you a look around the device. Before we do that, though, let's take a look at the box contents. And I'm not expecting too much in here. There's a charger with a power adapter. So if you're in UK, you've got a different version of that. There is a docking port to USB. So this is not micro USB to USB. This is docking port to USB. This is for charging and connecting. And then we've got a set of what look like fairly high quality headset. So that's not just headphones. So that's quite interesting if you want to use this as a mobile phone. We've got the handbook here. Of course, the model is German. It's GTP 1000. So that's it in terms of stuff in the device. There's no case. There's no docking station. There's no stand. And those are accessories that will be available in the market. So shiny, capacitive touchscreen there. I'm not sure if that's hardened glass or not. It certainly doesn't seem to be flexing very much if I push it. But let's go around the device then. On the right hand side, and you might have seen this in some of the videos we've done before, here's the power switch. I'm going to push that straight away. I'll actually give that a longer press to see if I can get that on. Volume up and down. It's just booting. Micro SD card and SIM card slot. Now it's important to note that these are on the outside and hot swappable because there's no replaceable battery on this. It's a sealed unit, so your SIM card and micro SD slot card go in there. On the bottom, stereo speakers and the docking port, which allows you to connect to the docking station and also the cable that I showed you earlier. On the left hand side at the top, there's a very small microphone input. I'm just checking to see if there's one on the bottom as well, and don't see one, so that's the only microphone input on this. And then on the top, 3.5mm headphone or headset port. Here's the 3.2 megapixel camera on the back with an LED flash, and that's it on the back. On the front, there's the front-facing camera. I presume it's an ambient light sensor or a proximity sensor there, and then 4 standard Android capacitive touch buttons on the bottom. So menu, back, home, and search. So let's see what we can do. The screen on this, as we mentioned when we did the first look at it at IFA, is absolutely stunning. It's 1024x600, so a nice high resolution. It probably puts it around 220, 230 ppi. I haven't got the full details here. Beautiful colour and nice brightness as well. So let's unlock this, and I have got a SIM card that I want to put in this. So let's pop standard SIM inside this. As I said, hot swappable. So we'll put it in, see if it picks up the network, and we're going to do some more detailed testing later, so we won't go into too much detail here. So telephone is going to be started. It's in German, this one, but I guess I can change the language, and in fact that's one of the first things I want to do. And we should be getting through right to the home screen now. Really nice and light. I love the size and weight and finish of it. It's plastic back, no metal, although maybe the outside is there's a harder plastic, but it's finished very nicely. As you can see, there's the there's a really glossy screen effect, so you'll be hunting and searching for shadows. I'm going to put my PIN number into here and hit OK, and here we go. So it's giving me an intro. Okay, we've got haptic feedback. I'm selecting my haptic feedback and a QWERTZ keyboard here. It's just a little intro here, asking me what I want to do in terms of using Zustimmen. Yep. This is all standard Google stuff, so I'm going to go straight into settings, see if I can set the language. Settings, Einstellung, and that's going to be Standard. And let's see, maybe under language, Sprache und Ausgabe, Spracherkennungseinstellung, Sprache, Eingabesprache, English USA. Okay, how about that? But that's actually the speech, that's for speech or text recognition, or the dictionary that's built in. Let me quickly see if I can set the language up, because it would be interesting if you can't do that. Let's here we go. I think we're here. English, nice capacitive touchscreen, and we are now in English, so that's great. Android 2.2 on this, 5 home screens, and very nice lightweight touch, very smooth indeed. We've got some Samsung features here. You'll see that Samsung have built in some apps. We're going to go over those in a bit more detail later. Browser, of course, is the standard Android browser. We're on 3G here at the moment, so I can just quickly do I need to change the input keyboard language, but There we go, that's looking pretty quick. I'm on the O2 network here in Germany, and going for CariPad. It's still loading. I want to get the full version of that, regular view, just to show the browser is working. We'll do a quick pinch to zoom test and double click zoom. What is it? Okay, there you go. Oh, it's nice and smooth zoom. Very smooth on the graphics there. Really nice. And then we've got the fit column. Double click as well. Not as smooth as pinch to zoom, but all seems to be working pretty well. And let me just check one thing at the top there. Did I see Flash working? Did I see Flash working? Yes, I did. So Flash is pre-installed. Okay, now that we know that Flash is pre-installed, there's one test I need to do before we finish this unboxing video, and that's to go to YouTube and try and play YouTube video. We'll go to the standard site, desktop version. Remember, this is over 3G, and it does look like things are working. And we're going to go to the browser instead of the YouTube player and see how that works. This is the 1 GHz Samsung SPC CPU with Flash 10.1 for Android 2.2. Let's see. Okay. Just wait for that to buffer. Oh, it's working pretty well. See the difference? Okay, just buffering again. I wonder if we can go full screen on that. Let's just go full screen. Oops. Difficult to find the... Come on, full screen. You can do it. Not letting me go full screen, unfortunately. So let's just replay that. Oops. Okay. I think I need to do this over wireless LAN. This is the 380p version of the video, which is only around, well, it should be around 500 kilobits a second. Should be able to handle that.
Into the strongest blender this side of Jupiter. That was my line.
Perfectly smooth.
I've got glasses. I've got gloves. I'm going to press the smoothie button.
All right. It's working. Very good. Right. There's going to be a load more testing going on of the Galaxy Tab on CariPad over the next week, I guess. Starting with the live session tonight, you will be able to see us doing some detailed testing, a detailed review, a couple of hours worth of testing. You can join us on the chat channel and watch the videos live at caripad.com/live. That's 14th of October today. We'll get the videos up if you're watching this video after the 14th of October. Tune in to our Twitter channel at CariPad. My name's Chippy. I'm on Twitter at Chippy. Thanks for watching this unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy Tab retail unboxing.